Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Tangledeep. So I was looking around at our gear and I went to the Orb of Reverie thing, the machine, whatever you call it, the Dreamcaster. And it turns out that our dagger, our deck of cards, is actually, the item world levels are quite low. So I think we should just go ahead and grind that thing up real fast. And I think we're going to throw acid on it. I'm not going to try to do the poison gimmick that I was talking about, but poison is a rarely resisted damage type. I think this is powerful. We have darkness, but we already have a shadow knife. So I want to make sure that my other knife is not the same element, because otherwise, if we run into a monster that's shadow immune, what are we going to do, right? Flames has 10 more power than the other elements do, but also fire is much more commonly resisted, and I'm a little worried about running into a fire immune enemy and finding ourselves in a really bad spot with our main weapon not usable and also it not taking damage from our fire bombs. Like, there's a lot of value in diversifying your damage if you're not leaning into a particular linear. So I think acid's a good way to go. Let's pull this acid orb out of here, and let's spend a little time in the item world. I know, I was just having a terrible time with the item worlds, but listen, everything's gonna be fine this time. I firmly believe that. I don't know why I firmly believe that, it's just a feeling I have, I guess? Yeah, alright, let's go acid orb. Alright, we have enough money to do a couple of item dreams. Yeah, acid, okay. I had moused over a different orb there, and it was, spooking me a little bit. So we are probably going to be able to just blaze right through this. Once again, as is my idiom, I forgot to look at how many floors we're talking about here. But, I mean, it's not going to be a problem. We're fine. Also, you know, I believe the last floor is going to be, the enemies aren't going to be worthless. They're going to be very easy or easy. So we will get some job points and stuff from this as well. And in fact, speaking of job points, I did not decide what we're going to do about the passives. I think we could probably lose Unconscious Riposte without it being a big deal. Sneak Attack is fine. It's probably not worth the 600 points, unless, you know, it doesn't say whether it just does a crit for your main hand, or does this make both of your hands crit on your first attack? Because if it does, then guaranteeing a heal from the claw, even if it's not a very big heal, frequently guaranteeing a heal will add up to a lot of health over time. It's certainly interesting. You know what, let's save up for it. Let's make that the next thing we buy, and we'll try it out. My guess is that it only causes a crit with the main hand, but we shall see. I suppose that would make it just, like, straight better for large weapons than for dual wielders, which is maybe not a thing they want to do. Not a lot of point in hanging around here. You're the tree man, you're the bad guy. Alright, let's do our thing. Alright, well, I ran out of stamina, but it turns out it doesn't matter. Oh, hey, look at that. I want this Panthox to come over here. I guess I could be shooting at it with my bow. Alright. We actually get a little bit of JP from that. Let me make sure that my offhand is re-equipping after using the bow. Chilled phasing, really not terribly frightening. Well, that was easy enough. Do I want to... You know what? We're still seeing worthless enemies up here. Yeah, okay, let's just go back. So, keep in mind, in addition to the... Ooh, I wonder if we can kill this guy in time. I'm going to shadow step him. Let's see... This won't spend a turn. Okay. Didn't really drop anything of value, but we got the job points from defeating him at least. Yeah, that was reasonable. Not quite 600. Okay, so keep in mind, in addition to the element that we added, we also did gain the normal, you know, power up from getting a plus. So we are at 308 damage now. I think we can probably just roll back into there again. I don't think there's anything in particular that I want to put on here. And I don't think I want to use any of my skill orbs. Oh, you know what? We have an orb that dramatically increases crit damage. I want to put that on there. Right, where is that? Deadly? No, we had... Yeah, lethal. Here we go. Let's do that. Oh, my rumor list is full, apparently. Yeah, it sure is. Okay. So, what with our crit chance being reasonably high and everything. Let's go lethal. Ooh, alright, I'm gonna go sell some stuff. You know, I was reticent to sell things. Reluctant, I guess, to sell things. Because we're probably gonna meet Ruby Moon soon, but also, will I even want any of the stuff she might enchant? Probably not. Let's just do this. Okay, that was 12,000 gold worth of commons. So now we're ready. We do have this Firebomb skill orb that we do want to use on something, but first of all, job points to apply skill orbs. We really don't have spare job points. We need to max our class out. And secondly, I wouldn't want to put it on a weapon, because I think the traits you can get on weapons are too valuable. This is probably going on one of our accessories. Anyway, plus 35% crit damage. I think probably a pretty valuable trait for us. I once again did not look at how many floors there are. Well, you know, maybe I just, you know, I enjoy the surprise. He is shadow immune, acid resistant, lightning immune. We're in a little bit of trouble then. Given that our melee weapon right now is a shadow weapon. He's not immune to being bled. Let's do that, and then, he's not fire immune. How do you feel about this, smart guy? And then... I don't know. I guess I'd back up so that I can... That does walk him out of the fire, I suppose. Let's move the fire back out. Alright. See, this is what happens when we don't have two different elements of melee weapons. Okay, we should probably fight all the bosses that we can. Champions, rather. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good skill. I don't know if I'm ever going to get tired of that. Hey, a whole apple. Well, we should fight this guy, but it's nice that the stairs are right here. Really accelerates things. Alright, so we haven't used Fan of Knives yet. Nor shall we, apparently. And then the explosion killed the other rock viper. This is a good character. Alright, good work, everybody. Okay, I think I'm going to back up a little bit here. We're just going to let them come to us. That's a bad poison cloud. That's one of those bad poison clouds you sometimes hear about. I know it sounds crazy. But if you can believe it, sometimes poison is bad. You know, I'm going to eat some food. So I get some stamina back. Let's just, like, do I have a fruit bowl or something? Yeah, alright, a cobbler will do. Are you the king? You are not. You are Chance the Ravager. Some nerd. Okay. He did not even get a single turn. At this point, you know, in your watching of this channel, you've probably noticed that I am very easily amused. And all I can really say about that is that I highly recommend it. Listen, I'm not going to try to tell you that discerning tastes don't have value. That would be pretty off-brand for me. But, like, it's pretty good to be easily amused. I spend a lot of time, like, feeling pretty impressed with things. And honestly, it's good. It's a good way to be. It's an enjoyable way to be, is maybe a better way to put that. Hey, guy, this is not that secret. This area is not very secret. It's kind of, it's just open on the backside. Oh, did you see that? We caught his arrow and threw it back at him. That's the first time I've actually caught that skill working with this character. Oh, there's a champion down here. Well, you know what we do. Oh, I had to get a little closer to him. Hey, he didn't even come close to dying. Look at that, he got to actually do a thing. Did we walk past the stairs? Did I just miss him? Ah, down and to the right. Okay. I must have briefly seen them at the edge of the screen. Yep. Big mode! Every monster is now very big. I mean, yeah. That's not wrong, I guess. Oh, hey, trivial. We actually get a small amount of XP from trivial monsters. Look at the size of that fungal column. So he's shadow immune, poison immune, lightning immune. Now keep in mind, immune rarely means immune. Our time with the Dungeon Digest showed us that it seems like immune just means like 70% resistant or higher. It's not such a big deal. Okay, this might be a good time for a fan of knives. Yep, pretty good. Well, this is the 4th floor. I would expect this to be the last. You just gotta find that lazy memory king. By the way, that is the fastest I can do that. It really... there's quite a delay between targetings there. Oh, hey! Forgot all about that. I wonder if that's an item that was added relatively recently, because it seems to be fairly common now. I mean, we've seen it a bunch of times, but it is not something that I had seen until pretty recently. It could just be, you know, weird streakiness. Randomness is streaky generally. Ooh, wow, I am actually taking a lot of damage. Why don't we take a little emergency action here? Mid-fat brew will probably do. Yeah, this thing is a frost spike guy. It's just shooting frost daggers at us constantly. I do hate the frost spikes. I think I'm going to back off We should probably eat something, too. I'll let my pets do the majority of the work here. Tree Man is actually getting his butt kicked. Frostbite enemies are very frustrating. Okay, there we go. That got it done. So let's see what trait was added in addition to the power. Or never mind, I know what trait was added. We put the Lucid Orb in here. Yeah, that's a pretty good item now. 343. Saw some stuff bouncing around over here. Yeah, that was worth doing. Okay, so I gotta actually pay attention. Hold on, I just realized I'm not paying attention to my sneak attack crits. Let's find something to punch. Can I crit this? Ah, that didn't give me any information because I killed it with the first strike. I just need any enemy. I mean, I guess there's no reason I need to turn around to the fungal column. We can just kill the fungal column. Or walk around it. That's also fine. Huh, I thought it said... Oh, the enemy that's visible here is the fungal column. Alright, let's go check over here. I think we may have killed everything on this floor. This is an unusually small floor. Oh no, there's something. Yeah. Unfortunately, it looks like I am going to be... Alright, well, we have a champion here, so we can test it on this. Or I don't have it up yet. There it is. I'm not going to get there in time. Aw. I had to back off until the game considered me to be out of combat. Ah well. We'll have plenty of opportunities. We'll figure it out. Okay, so this time I think it actually is the case that I just want to use a normal Orb of Reverie. Get our final power boost. We'll get, you know, whatever. See if we get lucky. 25% basic attack damage to foes at 25% health. I'm assuming 25% or less health. I don't think that's worth putting on. 8 to 12 poison damage to your attacks. What are we hitting for? There are none of my attacks in the combat log. I'm wondering if that's more value than we're likely to get from a random... I mean, there's a lot of bad random attributes, right? Be 4 floors. There would actually be relatively difficult enemies the whole time. Like 18 to 22 extra damage on our attacks. That probably also doubles if we crit, right? This, you know what? This is probably pretty good. Let's go for this. I bet there are plus crit percentage traits. We could try to get lucky. I think we can take the guaranteed pretty good trait. That's fine. Wow, that's a very expensive orb. Alright. Let's cap this thing off. Oh no, it's a costume party. Let's get out of this floor as quickly as possible. You know, I just kind of assumed that thing would be a fungal column. I need an actual enemy, one that's going to not die to the first hit. Nope, died to the first hit. Yeah, we're gonna have to do it to a champion. Well, okay, that's interesting. The auto crit is not consumed if you miss. Also, I only attacked once there. Did my thing get unequipped? No. Huh. Why did it not... It didn't swing with the second hand at all. Do you only have a chance of making the second attack? Okay, let's do this. That'll show you to try to hide behind some stupid ice sculptures. Alright, is there anything else I want to... No, I think I just want to punch him. Oh, what do you know? It turns out I can slightly fight for myself. Let's... I guess I could be shooting him with my bow instead of passing the turn. Oh, hey, that's actually an Ember Spirit. What do you know? I really, really do not like the costume party floors. Oh, wait. Okay, it does not guarantee a crit on anything except the main hand. That does make it less valuable. Where is my pet going? Apparently he knew something that I did not. Those healing herbs are scaling pretty nicely. That one healed us for 200. So I think we definitely want to keep forage. We need sources of extra health, as always. But we also are pretty stamina hungry, and the forage is doing a good job of keeping us somewhat in stamina. Pretty much in stamina. Stupid mud. Alright, where the heck are this? There we go. Well, I mean, let's pick up all the stuff that's just laying on the floor, I guess. Gotta make back some portion of the money we're spending here. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna keep this auto-crit passive. It's handy for causing a lot of damage very quickly against normal enemies, but it won't help us at all in the situation where I'm most worried, where we're fighting something really tough. It'll give us one free crit over the course of that fight. At most. Illusionist, Blade Master. Okay, let's take this guy down first. Actually, these aren't actually different enemies. These are illusions of the same enemy. Well, I think we have the real thing here. Either that or he's crazy damage resistant. I'm noticing that we seem to be not pulling enemies nearly as aggressively with this character as we were with the previous character, even though we are wearing a heavier class of armor, which is strange, not my expectation. Alright, at this point I'm just grabbing stuff, trying to get to the end of the class. We will figure out the bars after we have everything. I guess I'm doing shadow damage, aren't I? Okay, well that was fast. Nice of him to show up so promptly, I suppose. Alright, it's easy enough to kill all these frogs. Let's put out the smoke cloud of reduced visibility in the hopes of getting the enemy to actually come over here and attack me a little bit. Hey, wait a second. I did lightning jab. It's not supposed to, that's not supposed to expend a turn, but I certainly got hit right afterward. Oh, it's the spin blade. But even so, there shouldn't be a turn between those things, right? Like, there shouldn't be time for stuff to happen. Alright, what did we get? Oh, once again, I know what we got. Okay, slot 2. Make sure this is paired. Ooh. A blizzard wrap. Is this the third piece of the Calzarius set? It is not. It is a different piece of armor, a different set of armor with just a similar coloring. I guess I should have known, because this is armor, and we already have an armor piece for Calzarius. So, chance to blind monsters that attack you. Ice missile fires more arrows in a broader range. It's a hunter thing, right? Ice missile? I think. I don't always have the clearest view of which things come from which class, due to the fact that I'm constantly picking up a ton of classes worth of skills. I remember that I had it on a ranged character, but honestly, that just means it's from any ranged class, really. Alright, that'll probably do. So we got this thing up to 381 damage, with 18 to 22 extra damage on each attack. I feel pretty confident about that. I don't know that we really needed the help burning through enemies, but it looked like it was going to be easy enough to do, and I thought it was probably worth our time. Have I used my cheap heal? Okay. We're about to level up, so we may as well, right? Okay, that's right. I was teleporting around doing important stuff. Checking inventories and whatnot. Oh, well, we passed some more time. I guess let's have another look around. Alright, show me the cool stuff. This does not scroll anymore. Reverberate monster summons 2 monsters. This is a cool set bonus. Man, 18% elemental damage, plus 20% spirit power, plus 7 CT when you use an ability. This is pretty cool. Not cool enough that I'm going to get a bunch of tokens for it, but we already have one of those. This is still pretty neat, but I don't think it's worth using over either of our current very good accessories, which we're almost high enough level to start going into. Let's definitely pop over to the other shops. See what's good here. Nothing, it turns out. Alright, we have like 6 or 8 of those now. I think 8. So honestly, if we could just build up a ton of those for New Game Plus, that's not a bad idea. Just hold on to them all. And then be able to get through every difficult part of New Game Plus quickly. Okay, unfortunately, it looks like, yeah, the branching vista is really the best we can do for moving up here. So, Stonehewn Halls. I actually don't know where the Abandoned Enclave or the Abandoned Facility are off the top of my head, but we can certainly get to Stonehewn Halls 15. Oh, that's right. I don't want to be here. The actual stairs are way down and to the right. Do that every once in a while. I can remember a thing for a very short time. Okay, the stairs are all the way up and to the right this time. Yeah, okay, I have time to stop and fight a boss. That's pretty good. Huh. Well, now that's interesting. A low, growling voice is telling me to put this bracer on. When it gets near my hand, it erupts in flames and covers itself in spikes. If it makes me try to punch myself, that'll be over the line. Yeah, that's interesting looking. What exactly is that? 15 strength. Additional basic attack damage to foes that are low on health. Chance to deal moderate damage to attackers when hit. Oh, it's a weapon. It said special, and I assumed it meant accessory. It does have an ability. Well, let's put this in our third slot here. So what is this? What is this ability that I now have? Consumes 20% of max HP for a super powerful demonic attack that adds shadow vulnerability. 150% of weapon and spirit power is very interesting. Obviously, this is not really for us. Totally a thing worth banking. Okay, I think this is about where we left off. That's a friendly guy. Poison immune, shadow resistant. Yeah, not totally ideal. Oh, that is my bare hand I'm fighting with there. Okay, at some point we probably have to take some discipline. My elemental defense is not good right now. I guess this is probably that time, given that we're only going to get one more level up. I should maybe endeavor to get some elemental defense on some of my items. Because, yeah, right now our elemental defense is low enough to be really concerning, probably. I'm assuming. Alright, let's... Alright. Gotta get used to shadow stepping instead of frog hopping. Not that frog hop is bad. But shadow step is certainly very good, and it's only going to get better when it drops a bomb. So alchemists are actually pretty poison resistant. Yeah, I don't know if you saw there the sludge spirit having a lot of trouble dealing damage to our alchemist because his basic attack is poisonous. A thing worth knowing, but probably not a thing that's actually going to affect us very much. Also, I don't know if you know this, but alchemists are apparently very rare, according to the corral lady. Let's finish exploring the floor at least. What have we here? Shadow Grasp Explosive. Okay. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty alright. May as well go back to full, as well as getting up to 26 charges. would be better if I was not still in the poison. Never mind. Friendly poison. What am I thinking? I'm going to step up here, and then we're just going to throw a quick fan. Wow, that did not kill him. I was really expecting it to. The bleed got him, but it would have been nice if the bleed had gotten him before I took the damage. Alright, well, we got our rumor accomplished, and it looks like there's probably no other stairs up here, probably no side areas. We can check this little room over here. Okay, so neither of the side areas that we currently have rumors for are on this floor. Alright, we are always running out of stamina. Hopefully some campfire cheese. I was about to say hopefully this will come in handy. You know what? Hopefully I never need it. That's what I actually hope. Okay, I think we're going to just go ahead and do this boss fight. So as to acquire... Oh, that was weird. I clicked a little bit and we moved around in the cutscene. And not in a very natural looking way. But yeah, we're going to grab this, do this boss fight so as to grab the teleport. Then we'll go back down the other side and get the two rumors done. I don't think we should have a big problem here. I don't think we should need to summon any unusual pets or anything. Yeah, I think we're gonna be alright. Yeah, man, if we just stay in combat, our pet summons Floricondas very frequently. So he's actually lightning vulnerable. So our offhand attacks will be very effective. Ooh. Goran was a brute of a bear man whose heart was as big as his trusty oversized hammer. That sounds like a serious medical condition, actually. Ooh, a skill orb for Cloak and Dagger. Okay, what does that do? Now moves through and strikes 2 targets. Okay, actually sounds very, very good. Picked up a glowing Lucid Orb, which is not impressive. And what does this hammer do? Remarkably, it appears to be a one-handed hammer. 10 strength, 20% chance to deal 25% of target's current health as physical damage. Yeah, that's a good trait. This is a purple tier 1 item, though, so it has a very low base damage. It does give you minus 6 damage from physical. That's cool, but this actually seems to be, like, pretty bad. As far as purple items go, not one of the better ones. You know, we'll just pick it up. Okay, like I said, I'm just going to try to have one of each campfire food on me at least. We're obviously going to heavily favor the meat. What with it being very clearly the best one. So actually, do we get a teleport? Hold on, let's kill this guy and then we'll go back to town and... I might not actually get a free teleport until central processing, I'm not sure. Yeah, we do not have a free teleport. Well, I guess we can just push up. We're max level. We're strong. That's a little better. I mean, we're going here anyway. It'll be easy enough to do it. Still not a totally ideal reward, but we'll take it. It'll be fine. Okay, we need 600 total job points to have our passive, and we're already more than 200 deep on that. Do I want to skip exploring this floor for now? I think I do. I think I want to just grab the teleports as quickly as I can, and then we'll figure stuff out. There are definitely things that we need to do before we leave this game. I definitely want to max out all of the equipment that we're carrying, or the accessories and stuff, you know. So if they're going to make it this fast to go up, we're just going to go up fast. Oh hey, it's the rescued Kragan guy. A dungeon map, some tents. Ooh, warhammers. We actually already have a warhammer in the bank, so we don't need to take any of those, but it's still cool. It's still cool that you can just run into a guy who has a lot of nice high-tier items for sale. Okay, so the next level up is the 1. Right, central processing is 20. Look at these enemies just, like, openly fleeing from us. Yep, he's showing as immune to poison. And he actually has no resistance to lightning, so that's nice. We probably don't have to do anything other than just stab him. Ooh. I do enjoy a free mint super brew. So, vertigrizzlies are poison immune, but weapon seems to do damage to them just fine. You can, through a lot of raw damage output, overcome a large percentage resistance. What if I just did enough damage, right? How about that? Now we're getting close. And like I said, we'll reconfigure our bars once we have everything. So as soon as we're gonna max out our job points here for our class, but we actually still have a lot of things left to do with job points. Like, for example, the lucid orbs, or the skill orbs, rather, that we have to deal with those. We also still want to do a little bit of pet breeding. Alright, try to generate even higher stat pets. Alright, be quiet and leave me alone. I'll fix all the whatevers. Just stop talking. Oh, it's Talrose. Okay, Ancient Ruins 14. Talking to him was worth it, if only just to get that information. And I certainly don't care about his very low-value painting, but obviously we're going to go and do this. We have our own reasons. I mean, I guess we can check stuff out. We're gonna use a fast travel anyway, so. A brave flail. Okay, this is something new. Consume to permanently give all non-food healing consumables plus 25% effectiveness. Spending energy increases the power of your next ranged attack. Wow, that's a really interesting one. Weapon power 300 claw. 50% chance to deal 50 to 150 water damage on hit. Wow. That's 180 tokens? I mean, this would be awesome. It is a rank 9 legendary with really, really great traits. Can you imagine if we got 3 pluses on the back of that thing? I can't... There's no way, right? 180 tokens? I mean, I have a lot of money. Restore energy and stamina when destroying a machine. That's interesting. And then the Shard Collar, of course, is a fine weapon. I kind of want to see if we can get this. It's really good. Plus 200 health. Abilities ignore 50% of monsters' elemental resistances. It's interesting that that's worded that way. I assume it will not cause our normal attacks to penetrate monster resistances. But still, this would be like bananas if we could get it. It was pretty easy for us to get 30 tokens earlier, but we spent like 5,000 gold doing that, and that was really lucky. How much money do I have right now? Not very much. Let's go back to town. Let's make some sales real quick here. Alright, we have a lot of stuff I don't need. Gladiators, a 15% chance to deal like an actually pretty significant amount of damage. It's probably not worth trying to build a Lucid Orb with Gladiators. I guess the EV on that trait is not very high. Certainly looks impressive. Definitely sell those. We're gonna use that. We can sell that. Yeah, unfortunately, individual items are rarely very good. Or very valuable. Honestly, I think we're just selling this. I don't think there's anyone that I would want to use this on. That's a pretty bad Lucid Orb. We probably just want to bank this Demon Bracer. It's a weird item. It's probably worth holding on to. We can sell these. I'd like to bank this. I'm not sure how much bank space we actually have. Alright, we have all these orb shards and all these other orbs. Let me think here. I'm not going to use frog slaying. We probably don't need a second massive orb. These are all the lower tier versions of the things that they are, so those can be sold. Burst of Suppression no longer debuffs enemies, instead making your movement quieter and harder to detect. That actually doesn't sound very good at all. So we can sell that. You know, we're going to be able to make a fair amount of money. Or a fair amount of tokens, rather. I'm not sure if I think it'll be enough. Probably not, right? Because we got lucky before. We could get luckier. I think I'm going to go for it, though, is basically where this is headed. Yeah, it looks to me like I'm going to go for it. So, I probably won't do that on camera, because who needs to watch me click roll dice on that menu? And we definitely don't want to go traveling around too much and advancing time and potentially losing access to the thing. Trying to quickly get through what here is worth selling. And we had a lot of hungry items. I should probably try to keep one good piece of armor, because we do still have to go back into our armor a couple of times. Spirit-linked hide shield of emergency and treasures. I don't think I'm gonna... I was considering there briefly. Yes, please sell this bladed cestus. I can't remember what I was saying now. I'm very easily distracted. Oh well, it probably wasn't important, which I'm comfortable guessing, because if it was important, would I be the one who was saying it? Man, I have a lot of stuff. Yes, also sell that. Okay, so 28k. 28k may well be enough. Now, let's make sure that we've harvested. Alright. We still have food and other stuff we could sell, but I think this is where I'm going to call it for today, because the rest of the episode would just be me trying to work this thing out at the casino. Come back next time to see if I have successfully acquired a tremendously powerful legendary, and then, you know, probably, like, the completing of the game or whatever. And we'll see you then.